Good morning, everyone. It's Lisa with the Peacock Parlor. I've been a little bit busy um, working with some little miniature fairy journals and booklets. I have these, I think I've shown them to you before. They're little miniature flower fairy cards, and I was trying to look for ways to use them. And I created these little flower fairy miniature journals, notepads. And I just wanted to take a minute to show you what I've been working on. This one here I'm going to show you first, even though it was the one I made last. This one is made from scraps from my scrap basket and some little scraps from Sheila's boho daydreams that I had been using in other places. And I just put together a very small little notebook, little journal made with different scraps that I have. Let nothing dim the light that shines from within, Maya Angelou. These are from scrap coffee and tea stained papers, little booklets. I'll show you more of those later. So these are from that's the, what fairy is that? Can't think. It's not Heather. I don't know why I can't think of it. Anyway, these are little tags I made from scraps. Avocado paper, coffee stain paper. And these are one of the things that I had been making a lot of with the little miniature cards. I think I saw something very similar in some of Jackie Chimes's journals, and I thought they were really cute, and I didn't know how she made them. And then when I got these, which, believe it or not, I thought they were going to be a lot larger than what they were. I thought, oh, well, I could make those. And so anyway, I've been trying to find other uses for them besides those. This is basically a blank little journal, different sized papers, and I just thought it came out really cute. You know, scraps that you'd probably be throwing away from other projects that I made. This wasn't necessarily from, well, it kind of was from scraps, but not the slide in the middle. Those were things I had already had made up. Just some things that I added that I had on hand tags and things. And so that's my little fairy book. Some extra things to write on. These are some of Mrs. Coggs. I think they came from Mrs. Coggs digitals that I had. Lavender. She's the lavender fairy. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. It's lavender she has. So I wanted to show you that. I just thought that was cute. I enjoyed making that from scraps. So the first things that I started to make were these, to be able to include in various journals, like little mini. You could use them as little mini journals, or you could use them as like little notebooks. They have little pockets on the inside. They're tea stained and coffee stained papers, mainly. And they're all very similar. Sewed around the outsides. They all have different fairies on them. It's the Buttercup fairy. Clover. I think she's Clover, the Clover Fairy. I'm not sure. What is Daisy? I guess it says Daisy Fairy. And so there are those. And then I made these miniature journals. And all of them have a card that comes from some digitals from Mrs. Coggs. And they, I think there's 2 tags in each journal. And I think that they either came from Artie Mays or Tracy Fox. This actually might be from my porch prints. I'm not 100% sure. They have pockets in the front and in the back. They have tea-stained avocado, coffee-stained papers. They have, each have a book page from the Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And they have a sheet of embossed, a small sheet, paper, and at least 1 digital page. This one, I believe, is from Oldacina Scraps. Her digitals are pretty, very pretty. And I think, yeah, might be my porch prints on the other side. And then the center page matches the pockets in each one. And these are the different ones. Come, fairies, take me out of this dull world, for I would ride with you upon the wind and dance upon the mountains like a flame. And I believe that's the Elderberry Fairy. Just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. I thought that was cute. They're all from a sheet of quotes from Mrs. Cogg. Of all the minor characters of mythology, fairies are the most beautiful, the most numerous, and the most memorable. Charm is the true gift of the fairies. And of course, this forms a little pocket on the front of each journal. The fey wonders of the world only exist while there are those with a sight to see them. So while I was making them, I ended up with some more scraps. And I made these little notepads that can fit inside of the little journals. And these are from like the leftovers from the center pages and the pockets. And I just put together these little booklets you could write down birthdays on them, or phone numbers, or, you know, whatever, addresses, if you carry the little books with you to jot down notes. And so those are the various ones that I've done. Very simple. Just, they were like long scraps, and then I folded them over and made these little booklets. There are several of them there. And then these are the other books that I made. Fairy Tale Ending. These are more like notepads. But you certainly can use them as journals. There's just not as many pages. No pockets in these. There is a colorful center page. But Fairy Tale Ending. She's the Briar Rose Fairy. But like I said, the point to this was I wanted to find ways I wanted to try to use up some of these. I still have many, many more of these. But that was the goal here. Fairies. So, I like this one. This one's my favorite, I think. It's just really pretty, really florally. That's it. This is the Fuchsia Fairy, I think, or the Columbine. I'm sorry, she's the Columbine Fairy. Thanks for watching. I just thought I would share some of the things I've been working on. I've been keeping very busy and trying to get ready to focus on flowers that I want to plant in my containers. I don't have a lot of property, so and I still need to get a grow light because I want to grow vegetables on the inside of my sun porch. I wanted to do that last year. Maybe this year I'll get a chance to do it. Okay, everybody, thank you.